Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trade Block Podcast here. Today, we're going to be getting into our Midseason Awards. So we're talking about MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and a whole lot more. That's pretty much it for today, but it should be fun. All right, so let's get into it. I think it should be consensus here. Who is everyone's MVP?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Andres is frozen, but I'm assuming he's saying Russell Wilson.
oh yes, come back. Can we start over? Let's start over.
What happened there?
Oh, wait, no, there's so many.
He's back.
There's so many.
So my Wi-Fi went down as soon as Jake started talking.
As soon as I started. Oh, my God.
So can we just get
It's fine. We literally only
it's
said Russell Wilson for like...
Wait, that's all we said. Russell Wilson.
All I heard was, hey, guys, and then my phone.
Just start whatever you want.
Jake's fault.
The power of my intro is too strong. All right, are we doing this? Will Lutz just missed a 27-yard field goal. I hate my life. How does that happen?
And you guys made fun. Prater.
Big nuts Lutz is not supposed to miss that, man. All right, whatever. Here we go.
Oh, another pass to Ayuk. Yeah, that's.
I love
that's fantastic.
All right, ready? Should I count? Okay, whatever. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2. Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Trade Block Podcast here. Today, we're going to be getting into our Midseason Awards. We're going to talk about MVP, Offensive Player and Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year, and a whole lot more. It should be fun. First off, let's start off with MVP. I'm assuming this is a consensus. Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. All right.
Benji, you look like you have something to say about MVP. Do you have something to say about him?
No. I know. Listen. All right. I get it. All right. Russell Wilson is definitely the MVP. All right. He is carrying a team that has an absolutely terrible defense, can't rush the passer, and secondary is kind of rough. And the fact that he has this team right now in the position that they're in definitely makes him the most valuable player. I'm not going to argue with this. This is completely okay.
I have a question for you guys,
Good
though.
to hear.
We've seen Russell Wilson's track record in MVP before. Will he get a single vote this year? I don't think so, right? We can all agree he's not getting a vote, right?
Yeah.
I think it might flip the switch. I think he might get unanimous, honestly, at this point.
Unanimous.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Okay, so like who's the
People
candidates
are
on
always
side?
gonna-
Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers.
has played bad for the past 2 weeks. Josh Allen has
No.
fallen
Patrick
off.
Mahomes has been
Kyler
good.
Murray,
He's been
Okay.
average for Mahomes.
I don't like.
standards.
Do we need to talk about Patrick Mahomes?
Yes,
like,
we do.
He's just up here.
Yeah.
But Russ is on a different level this year.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
just
probably
saying
good votes,
we've seen Russ on a different level for a while now.
Yeah,
And
nothing's happened. It's very
no
sad.
votes. Derek Carr has one more vote than he does. So,
Wait, is
but,
that?
all right.
That's
is
true.
one vote?
That is true.
Wow, that's
That's
unbelievable.
true.
Was that during
He
his?
had an
12
MVP
His season,
He had
yeah.
an MVP season.
The
Yeah.
season
Okay.
they faced the Texans in the playoff with Connor Cook. Yeah.
Connor
That's
Cook
yeah.
is a legend.
Man, I
Yeah.
love how Carson Wentz and Derek Carr just get ruined by injuries when they have good years. Sucks.
That's
I
fine.
know.
It's
They have
football.
MVP years, you mean?
Yeah, MVP years. Jake
Would have
is
been
pulling
MVP
the
years.
title.
Would have been MVP years.
Would've
Don't
been.
worry. He's
Honestly,
listen.
Carson Wentz was MVP that year. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he wasn't.
He was, even without the 3 games that he didn't play, he still was MVP that year.
Yeah, no,
No, he wasn't.
he was MVP. Yeah, he was.
Thank you. See, imagine like
That's
the
like
Car-
saying
the-
a running
the
back
Wentz-
is going to win MVP anytime.
That's not at
ever.
all saying that at all. Okay, imagine like the Wentz versus Dak debate, but Wentz has an MVP on his side. Then like Wentz would like win that by a landslide. No one
Yeah,
would
now
have to say
it's
anything.
a horrible debate to have because no one
Well, I
wants
mean,
to
hey,
have
they
the
both
debate.
had like a
'Cause
few
they're both
good
trash.
years. Dak's rookie season, that's his good year. Carson Wentz's
I
MVP
mean, Dak has
season.
had a good year this year, and Wentz is gonna have a good year the rest of
Dak
the
is
year.
in a
so it's
hospital
okay.
right now if you haven't
Yeah,
noticed.
Dak is-
Okay, listen.
Dak had a good few games, but then he kind of got destroyed. So
Look,
I don't
know.
Dak had amazing games. Dak had top 5 QB games.
Okay,
What?
Mr.
think-
has them on their fantasy
I
team.
think he would at least have been in the conversation for offensive.
I think Dak could have been
Year.
MVP. They made the
At
playoffs.
least.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
if
would
not,
Absolutely
if
not.
I mean,
Yeah.
And they would have, if they made the playoffs, it would have been with a losing record.
The only reason Dak's numbers were so high is the same reason Russell Wilson's numbers are so high. When you don't have a defense, you have to sling the ball every single play, or else you're not going to win anything. You got to do what you got to do,
but he did it, so.
No, he really didn't.
He did his
Ben DiNucci, on the other hand.
Hey,
Ben DiNucci.
I can't wait to see what he's going to do.
Nothing. That's what he's going to do.
He has a different opportunity than like McSorley and everything, because McSorley got all the hype. He's never going to get to play. DiNucci actually has a chance to play.
I don't know. If Lamar
No.
doesn't figure out how to throw a football anytime soon.
Exactly.
Especially to Mark
I
Andrews.
Don't think so.
Before we get into Offensive Player of the Year and everything, can we get into two most useless fantasy positions of all time? And by a landslide, it's tight end and kicker. You know, because why have friends?
I don't know.
When you could start Mark Andrews and Prater and watch them put up 8 points combined. You know,
Andres has had a bad week. I don't know if you could tell, but
Yeah,
he's had a very
bad
listeners.
And I just want to let them know that he's playing me in 2 leagues this week, and I think he's going to lose in both. All right.
And I'd like to let the viewers know I'm playing Jake in 2 leagues.
I would like to let the viewers know that I don't care as long as the Eagles win. Everything's fine. Everything is perfectly fine.
All right, let's get into it.
I think we should move on. That's consensus. That's from us. All right, we're slamming it down. Locking Russ as our midseason MVP. All right, but moving on to Offensive Player of the Year, my pick was. I thought it was a smart pick, but then after talking about it with everyone else before recording, they had a pick that I liked even more. And I thought that if I said that, I would have been crucified. So I didn't want to bring it up in conversation. But my pick was Derrick Henry. I know Jake had a different pick. So why don't you say that one?
I actually, at this point, it might be Kyler Murray, you know? He's carried the team to a solid record. I mean, in a very good division in the NFC West. He outdueled our consensus MVP, Russ, and he led them to a win, even though that game was just insanity. It was the best game of the year, easily.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Kyler played well. He's like – he right now, he's probably – I don't know if he's playing like the second best quarterback in the league. Like, Mahomes is just – he's always going to be up there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the voters typically do have some, like, tendency to not vote. Bias. Yeah. And tendency to not vote people who have already won awards in prior years. So they might just overlook Mahomes. And if they overlook Mahomes, I'd say Murray and, Henry is there. I'd say Murray's a very good shot at it right now.
Henry's only up there because we don't want to give it to a QB. It's Kyler Murray by landslide. Like, man is the dual threat. He's what we want Lamar to be.
If Lamar was like that, that'd be insane. I mean, him and D-Hop are probably the best wide receiver QB duo of, like, this whole season. Like, they look amazing. They look amazing.
Sorry.
No, I think they are. I mean, say a better duo. What's a better duo?
Mahomes and Hill.
A-Rod and Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I think this season, just based on, like, production, Kyler Murray and D-Hop have been putting up more numbers. And
you don't think A-Rod to Devontae Adams is a better combo?
I think in terms of production, they have –
I think in terms of production, Devontae has been carrying my fantasy team.
I think you don't understand what production means.
In terms of yards, touchdowns, completed passes.
I think it's hard to choose. I think that they've all been really good in their own ways. I think that they're all, with what they've done and the connections that they have, I think that they're all, I would say, kind of equal, honestly. I don't know if I could pick between Tyreek and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I was looking at the stats today. Tyreek Hill has scored a touchdown for every game he's played. He has 8 touchdowns on the year already, which is insane. He has 7 receiving and 1 rushing. And DeAndre Hopkins is looking like the best receiver in football. And then you have A-Rod and Devontae Adams, who are doing their own thing.
When Devontae Adams is healthy, I'd say they're the best combo. But
what about Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun
Watson and Randall Cobb. You overlooking it? They have 3 completions for the season. Why would you trade away DeAndre Hopkins? I still don't. It makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
There is an argument there for Murray and D-Hop. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure. But I want to make the argument for Derrick Henry because I don't think we've seen a running back as dominant as him in a really long time. Like, you can talk about statistics and stuff, but just from, like, his athleticism and his strength, I don't know if we've seen anyone like him. I mean, he's a truck. Like, he's like the equivalent of LeBron. Like, if you're going to get in front of LeBron when he's driving to the paint and he's going to dunk on you, like, you're not really going to be able to do anything about it. Like, that's just what it is. And going into the bye week, he led the league in rushing, and when he came out of the bye week, still led the league in rushing. Touchdowns, everything. I know that they lost today, and, I mean, when Joe Burrow puts up 31 points on you, that's just how it is. I don't really blame that on the offense there. But Derrick Henry still had like 110 yards and a touchdown. Like, I don't really blame that on him. It's just consistency. I was worried about it coming into the year, and I didn't think that a body could physically put up this much without seeing some injury or regression or being tired. But he has 100% been one of the most, if not the most impressive players in the league to me this year.
Yeah, I mean, that was the big worry with Henry coming into the season. Like, is he going to slow down? Because he's gotten all this many carries. He literally carried the Titans in the playoffs. And everyone was worried, is he going to break down or something? And he hasn't. He is built different. And I think for now, at least, we can say he has surpassed Saquon in the CMC. Obviously, they'll come back, and we'll see what they have to do. Hopefully, CMC will come back soon. And Saquon, next season, we'll see what he has to say. But for now, I mean, Kamara's up there, obviously, and he's more of a complete back, yes, but I'd say most dominant, easily Derrick Henry.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm behind that completely. I think we got to give Aaron Jones and Dalvin Cook their due process as well. They're more complete backs, like we said. They can receive as well. But easily most dominant, like, I'd be terrified to tackle Derrick Henry. I'd be terrified to be in the same state as Derrick Henry, frankly.
Yeah,
just knowing that he's out there, like.
You could tackle him for this play and get out and be injured for the season, or you could just not tackle him and play another snap. So he has players making career moves.
If you're a linebacker and you're on the last year of your deal, and you're gonna get traded, and you want to keep your trade value up, are you gonna try to tackle him and risk getting your ribs broken? I don't see why.
I can't imagine what that feels like. Can you imagine getting run over by Derrick Henry? The pain.
I've only played football with you guys, so and I don't.
Yeah, and I used to kick stick you, Riley. So I bet Riley does know what it feels like, actually, because
If anything, I feel like Derrick Henry when I play with you. But that's besides the point. Let's get into defensive player of the year. I'm kind of mixed on this one.
This could go a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think it might be a little too early to really decide, because I haven't really seen a huge dominant performance, except there's one guy that I've been liking for a while. TJ Watt continues to be consistently putting up great numbers. He is such a strong part of the Steelers defense. And I think if right now I have to vote for him.
TJ Watt's a good pick.
That's fair. My pick is Aaron Donald because I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be the best defensive player of all time, passing Lawrence Taylor. And I don't really think that's a hot take, to be honest. I don't know if we've seen anything like him ever. And he single-handedly changes the Rams defense. I mean, I was just watching the Dolphins game, and every single play, Tua faced pressure, and it was because of Aaron Donald. And literally on Tua's first play, strip sack, Aaron Donald. I mean, it was that easy. It was like, welcome to the NFL. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a big hit, that got Tua injured, but man, that was a rough start. I mean, the defense and special teams kind of carried them through that game, but still, I don't know if there's a player as dominant as him. The argument that I would make against him is that you can't give it to the same guy every year. It's like LeBron, and I think that voting in this sense is kind of talking about a singular year, and that's why Patrick Mahomes doesn't get it every year. It's obviously he's the best, but if there's a guy who's coming up out of nowhere like Lamar and he has a great year, you're going to give it to him over Mahomes, even though Mahomes probably had a better year. That's just how it is.
Fair point.
You know what? I was going to say TJ Watt too, but I'm actually going to switch and go with Aaron Donald here. I just looked up sacks leaders, right? He's second in the league. He has 8 sacks right now. He's second behind Myles Garrett. And, I mean, getting that many sacks at defensive tackle is so hard. Typically, all the sacks leaders are defensive ends or linebackers, right? He is the only defensive tackle in the top 10, and he's one of 2 defensive tackles in the top 30 in sacks. Like, what he's doing this year especially, like, it's different than other years too. Like, obviously, in previous years, he's an amazing defensive tackle and everything. But this year specifically, he's not only getting pressures, he's getting sacks too. And he's forcing fumbles and everything. Like, yeah, I think you have a fair point there. I'll back it. I'll back Aaron Donald.
It's Aaron Donald, 100%. Riley, I like your TJ Watt pick. He's second. He's going to come in second. Myles Garrett is going to come in third. That's your top 3. It's Aaron Donald, without a doubt.
Look, I mean, I could pick Aaron Donald every year. I could pick Aaron Donald. That's why I said I would draft him first in my, mock draft.
That's dumb, but it could be. If you're not picking Mahomes first in a whole redraft, then you're just, I don't know what to tell you. But it's Aaron Donald. I'd be a little hesitant to pick him if he won last year, but Gilly Lock won last year, rightfully so. So I'll give it to Donald.
It was rightfully so.
It was right.
Has he
so
played
you
this
gotta
year?
give it.
Has he played? Yeah, okay.
Outside of John Brown,
it's a singular season award.
Zone coverage.
Yeah, it was rightfully so. But yeah, you gotta give it to Aaron Donald. Like, he's just the man trains with knives. Like, how do you like? Some people play that to have fun. He plays that to kill people. Like, I don't know how you don't give it to that guy. TJ Watt's gonna come in second, and that'll be rightfully deserved. Myles Garrett's gonna come in third. But it's Aaron Donald, without a doubt.
Are there any D-backs or linebackers that are kind of in the conversation?
I mean,
Minka, I guess.
Xavier Howard?
I don't think Xavier Howard's there. I don't. I literally have his jersey. But he almost got another pick today, too. He could have had 5, which is 5 in 5 straight games, which is unheard of. But
yeah, I don't think there's any cornerback this year.
Xavier Rhodes?
That's really dominant.
Xavier Rhodes?
He's been good.
He's actually been solid, He's
Jair
really
Alexander.
Also
Jair,
very good.
Well.
Also really good. I just don't think that they have the same impact as some of these other guys.
Yeah.
They don't.
I think Andres' top 3 is pretty solid.
It's just that.
Donald,
that's
TJ
top
Watt,
3, but it shouldn't be. It should be like 1 Aaron Donald, and then the next 7 spots are empty, and then TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. And then whoever. But
yeah, I also think that
he's in a league of his own right now.
I think they're so valuable, and
what Donald's doing at defensive tackle, like interior rushing, that's insane. Yeah. Like getting that many sacks is insane as an interior rusher. Like that's unheard of.
Yeah. No, he makes that defense what it is. I mean, you could say like Jalen Ramsey, sure, they have some other guys, but. No, it's Aaron Donald, and if the Rams didn't have Aaron Donald, I guarantee you they wouldn't be 5-3 right now. They would be like 3-5. That he makes the team so much better. He's probably gonna get some MVP votes, to be honest. I could see it. He's just that kind of a player. I think that he's really impressive.
I don't think MVP is ever gonna go to a non-QB for a long time. Like
no.
It's just, we need to see some dominance. Like, Chris McCaffrey had potentially one of the best running back seasons of all time last season. And I don't think – did he get a single vote? I don't know. I don't think he did.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
Because, and that also goes with team success.
True,
Chris McCaffrey and the Panthers last year were
are currently trash.
Exactly. They played P.J. Walker on Thursday night.
They did do that.
I get it.
Did you see him in the
XFL?
Yeah,
solid,
I get it, but that's the XFL. You're in the big boys now.
I don't know what's the difference.
Yeah, you're with the big boys. You got to face the Falcons defense. Like, that's not for XFL team.
Yikes. Honestly, might be.
All right, let's get into Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's Justin Herbert. Before anyone else speaks,
It's not.
It's Justin Herbert.
And I know that this is going to be a fun debate.
Guys, I'm sorry. Burrow's put up better numbers. It's Justin Herbert. He looks so refined. Like,
He
in the
does.
pocket, scrambling out of the pocket. Like, he just looks like that's the guy I want manning my franchise for the next couple of years.
But
Like,
Burrow
it's
looks
getting
better.
to the
But Burrow
point
is
where I'm
that
like,
times 2.
why would you take
So-
Tua over him? Like, just a little bit. Like, I was having concerns over Tua because I was like, Justin Herbert's been fantastic. His deep ball, like, he's so accurate. Like, he's my offensive rookie of the year right now.
No, I totally agree. Justin Herbert, like, you know, out into the season, I was pretty split on them. But as soon as Justin Herbert started playing, like, in terms of the eye test, he looks like he's been in the league for like 5 years. Like, he looks like he's been playing, like, he knows what to do. He has like IQ, and I think that's really important. Like, that's just so awesome how, like, he was just thrust into this, you know, position. They were planning on having what's his name? Guy who got his
Tyrod
lungs
Taylor.
fractured. Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. Mhm.
And he's doing a great job, you know? Like, he won a game, and I'm just really happy for him. 'Cause
Look at what he
was, like,
did.
Yeah.
Like, the Chargers are respectable now.
Yeah.
Like you go into LA and it's not like, oh, this is a bye week. Like, it's an actual team you need to beat now. Like, that one play against the Saints, like, he rolls out to his right, hits Keenan Allen in the corner of the end zone. Like, beautiful. Like, that's my offensive rookie of the year. I'm sorry.
So you don't think that the Chargers team was respectable before Justin Herbert?
No.
No, okay. If we're
They were a
looking in
doormat.
comparison, okay, no. Let's look. All right. If you're gonna compare the Bengals roster
Okay.
to the Chargers roster, what are we thinking here?
The
Okay.
Chargers is up here, and the Bengals are
No,
down
I think the
here.
Bengals
But
have a really good
Burrow-
offense,
Burrow does.
bad
Burrow has
defense.
done it,
What?
made it to where this.
How do they
this
have a
is
good
happening right
offense?
now.
If you compare the offensive lines, I mean, the Chargers offensive line is nothing to go crazy about, but the Bengals offensive line, like, hello?
Burrow's gonna win it, but just
I don't know if it's
Herbert
necessarily
looks
if
better.
Burrow's gonna win.
Just Herbert looks better. Like, if
doesn't
you watch
look better,
both of
though.
them play,
He looks
Herbert
better.
looks better.
Okay, guess what? Burrow just beat the almost undefeated last week Titans, 31-20.
Sure.
Like,
That's why I
And
think
that
he's
was a
gonna win.
dominant win.
yeah, and it really wasn't that close. It wasn't even 30-20. And they're gonna play the Steelers next week. I'm not saying they're gonna win.
They're
I'm just
not.
saying,
They're
watch
They're
out.
not.
It's going to be way closer.
I'm gonna
No,
say it's
it's
gonna be
not.
close. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say it's
it
close.
is.
If you can
know
make
what?
Lamar Jackson look like Michael Vick right now, like current Michael Vick, you can absolutely handle Joey Burrow.
You know what? Okay,
That
preview
was a
for
good
next
one,
week.
Andres.
I'm picking the Bengals.
Well,
You know what?
you're
Just
a
because of
I'm
Dolphin.
this-
picking the Bengals.
Just because of this, I'm going to do that too. And you know why? I don't know why you're comparing Lamar Jackson's arm to Joe Burrow's arm. I don't think that they're comparable. And, like,
Facts. Joe
No,
Burrow.
I'm comparing
Joe-
Lamar Jackson
is zoom.
playing Pittsburgh and getting slapped, like literally slapped.
yeah, but that's
around.
because we
And,
know
like, you
Lamar
think Joe Burrow's
can't
gonna go do
throw the
something? Are you
ball.
saying Joe Burrow's gonna be better than Lamar?
Yes, that's
Yes.
what we're saying. Okay.
You think Joe? Oh my
yes,
god.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what
Guys,
we're
Because
saying.
Lamar-
he's good.
Okay.
He's great. He's great.
Thank you.
He's not.
Thank you.
gonna
Herbert's
have a
not
better
great
performance
yet.
than Lamar.
Herbert
I
is
think so.
fantastic, but great is up here and fantastic is okay. You know what? Anyways,
listen,
I don't know. I don't know how to
You
There's a
guys
difference.
seriously think he's gonna beat Pittsburgh? Like,
I
Yeah.
think
Honestly,
Joe Burrow
it's-
has a more refined and accurate arm than Lamar Jackson. And there's a reason why Lamar has lost to the Chiefs 3 times. And it's because they know how to stop him and they make him throw. If you make Joe Burrow throw, he's going to make the throws. When you have Lamar Jackson throw, he throws a pick 6 on his first drive. That's just how it is. All right? And Joe Burrow, I would argue, has a more refined arm. Now, I'm not saying better arm than Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert's arm strength is way more impressive than Joe Burrow. But in terms of being refined and being an accurate passer, I think Joe Burrow has a better arm right now.
why don't you just pick Joe Burrow for MVP then? Since he's gonna roll into
Why don't you
Pittsburgh.
marry
my
him?
God.
Why don't you
Oh
marry
my
him?
Because
God.
Russell
He
Wilson's
wants to
better than
marry
Joe
the guy.
Burrow. Because Russell Wilson's better than Joe Burrow. And I say that with confidence. So,
There you go.
That's not a debate we should be having.
That's
what
what
I'm
you
saying.
brought that
we're
up.
not
That
There
wasn't
having
should be
me.
a
no
debate.
debate
The
as to
debate
whether
is
Pittsburgh's
Joe
gonna
Burrow
beat
and Justin
Cincinnati.
Herbert. There is a debate. You know why? Because first off, Steelers are still overrated. I understand They're undefeated, and they should.
No,
they
I think
should.
You're mad that they're absolutely
listen to
kicked
me.
around your Eagles.
Listen to me.
The
listen to me,
defense
listen to me,
has
listen to
proven
me.
itself.
Listen to me.
The defense
How
is
many times
obviously
does the defense have to prove themselves?
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm going
they
to start
are-
them. I have
they
to
are
stop
Michael
benching
Jordan,
with
top
fantasy.
5 defenses
They
of
are
all time.
rightfully number 1 ranked in the league. They should be number 1 ranked in the league.
They're not winning the
But-
Super Bowl though. I'll tell you that much.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And you know what? Their defense is overrated. I'm just going to say it. The Ravens had so many opportunities to capitalize on stuff. First off, the Ravens threw a pick 6. That already put them in the hole, okay? Then it was 7-7 at one point.
But what do you think
Look-
the pick 6 was due to?
Wait.
The
Relax.
Steelers'
Give me a second.
defense.
Give me a second. First, it was a terrible throw, okay? You know who wouldn't make that throw? Joe Burrow wouldn't make
Joe
that
Burrow.
throw, okay?
Justin Herbert.
You're telling me rookie Joe Burrow, seeing
Listen,
TJ
listen,
Watt being
listen.
on the same field as him,
Yep.
wouldn't throw a pick?
Listen, I mean, you'll see next week. But here's the other thing, right? Lamar Jackson and the Ravens got into the red zone. You know what Lamar Jackson did? He fumbled the ball away. That's another missed opportunity that could have given them points. I'm telling you, the Ravens left so many points out on the
How
field.
many times does the defense have to prove itself? Like, do you want them to go and beat the 1992 Olympic Dream
I
Team
don't.
with Michael
It's not
Jordan
even
and
the
Larry
defense.
Bird?
It's the offense. The
What
offense
else
was
do they
terrible.
have to do?
You know that, right? The
They
offense
shut
was
down
horrendous.
Derrick Henry.
The offense was horrendous for the first half of the game. You know that, right? Like, other than the pick 6, I think they had 40 yards of offense in the first quarter.
Fine. But what's better, the Ravens defense or the Bengals defense? I think Big Ben's gonna have himself a nice little afternoon.
Okay,
I
I
think he's
think
gonna
it'll be a
roll in.
shootout.
He's gonna throw in 4.
And I don't think anyone's
All right.
okay.
And
You know
have
what? I'm gonna
himself a
back
nice
off
little
my take.
matinee.
I don't think that the Bengals are gonna beat the Steelers.
They're
I'll
not.
back it.
I
I'm gonna
think
back it.
I think that both teams could score 30 plus. I think that's a
That's-
reality.
Nah.
I don't see the Steelers scoring 30 plus in any scenario.
Okay,
They scored 28
Riley.
today, so I mean,
It's the
I don't know
Bengals
what you're talking
defense.
about.
Let's
Yeah.
name one player on the Bengals defense, and I'll pick the Bengals right now.
I would have said Carlos Dunlap, but
Come on, bro. Come on. There's one
And the only
person.
reason you know him is because he got traded.
maybe.
Hey, listen, the Bengals secondary has been playing good this year. They haven't been awful.
Define good.
Average. Average. I think average is a fair assessment.
Low average, but better than we would expect the Bengals secondary.
Better than the Falcons.
Fine.
Well,
They're
is
one
that saying
That's a
field
good.
away.
That's a good measurement. I like that. Better than
Yeah.
Listen, all right. The Bengals are one field goal away from being 3-5. All right.
It's
Do you
high
realize
against the
how
Eagles.
absurd that sounds?
With that,
One field goal away from being
They
3-5.
They lost by.
yeah.
The
what
Chargers,
Chargers
are 2-4.
right now?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Well,
Yeah.
Is that-
No.
Chargers are a field goal away from
put them
being
in a
3-5.
position to win every single week. He's
does
been
Joe
under
Burrow.
center. Well,
Yeah, true. Okay, against the Colts, right? 31-27. Beat the Jaguars. Tied against the Eagles. 35-30 against the Browns. Like,
why didn't he do
what else
anything
do you
against
want
the
him to do?
Eagles?
What do you
Let's
want
talk
him to do?
about that.
Oh gosh.
Again,
the Eagles have
they
a good
tied
defense,
that
okay?
game.
The Eagles have a
Field
good
goal
defense.
away.
Listen, okay, let's just move on. We're not.
Okay. Can I say one more thing? And I want to hear your thoughts on this. All right.
Okay.
You said that Joe Burrow doesn't put the team in a good position to win games.
No, I
He
never
said-
said that. I said Herbert puts them in a position to win every single week he's been under center. Which
Okay,
is true.
so Joe Burrow has had more than half of Joe Burrow's games as a rookie with this roster, he surpassed 300 yards.
He's been great, and I think he's going to win
Surpassed, you
Offensive
said.
Rookie of the Year. I just think Herbert looks better to me. Honestly, when I watch both of them play, there's just something about Justin Herbert that gets me excited.
I think Herbert's upside is better.
Sure.
Joe Burrow has a lower floor. But as of right now, with the tools that they are given, all right, I think that Joe Burrow is the MVP.
Yeah.
Not
MVP.
Yeah, no.
Relax.
Okay, yeah.
Burrow's doing more with a depleted roster. Fine, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think still picking them to beat the Steelers is absurd.
Yeah, that's
and
a little
blasphemous, frankly.
I'm
That's a
backing
little
it.
much.
I will back that pick. Listen,
I won't be surprised.
You called me crazy when I picked the Raiders over the Chiefs. You can call me crazy
You know what?
now. Let's
You
just
know
see
what?
what
why
happens.
Jake
did- yeah,
picked
you
the
lost
Eagles
on
to
that.
beat the Redskins. I mean,
Raiders beating the Chiefs. Did I lose on that?
Raiders. Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
Ravens. I thought you said Ravens.
No.
You also said the Eagles would beat the football team, and look what happened.
Okay, listen. That was a long time ago. That was in the
So
past,
did you.
You also said the
Everyone
Eagles
said
would be
that.
respectable
Okay, so did
this
all of
season,
us.
Jake. And are the Eagles respectable?
Give him 3 weeks. Give him 3 weeks.
Give him
Anyways.
We've given him 8.
Anyways.
All right, let's move on to the next one. This award's a little weird. Defensive Rookie of the Year. It is a little
Patrick
weird.
Queen.
Okay, there's Riley. That's who
Patrick
Okay, Riley.
Agree?
Thanks,
I
Riley.
agree. I agree.
Patrick
I
Queen.
agree.
Okay, then
It's
let's
Chase Young.
hear. Let's
It's
hear.
Chase Young.
It's not Chase Young.
Chase
oh
Young
my
has
gosh.
the most pressures out of any
It is
defensive
not
rookie.
Chase
And that's
Young.
all I need to hear, frankly.
Patrick Queen has 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble returns
I
with
like that.
32 solo sacks.
I
Keep
like
in mind,
tackles,
he's a rookie.
Tackles.
He's a rookie.
Wait, Patrick Queen has 32 sacks. Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
So
I
Riley,
didn't know
you
that.
gotta
32
stop
solo
slipping up.
tackles.
You gotta stop
32
slipping up.
solo tackles. Now that's better.
2 sacks. He's tied top 10 for forced fumbles. This guy,
Who's going to win, though?
Patrick Queen.
Chase Young's going to win.
No, he's
Oh,
not. No,
Riley.
he's not.
You
He's
think,
not gonna
you
win.
think voters, you think average voters are going to be like,
Dude,
oh,
I
Patrick
forgot to
Queen
tell
has
you
that
32
ESPN
solo
is
tackles.
actually-
No, they're not.
The NFL is inducting us to be voters in the upcoming
Yeah.
awards.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We
No,
knew we
my pick.
skyrocketed
My
this
pick
fast.
is Antoine Winfield. All right.
Antoine Winfield. Solid pick.
And that's because, listen, the thing about Patrick Queen is he got put in a Ravens defense. That's good. That's a good defense, all right?
Unless you're
Antoine
Patrick
Winfield-
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, but Antoine Winfield got put in a Buccaneers secondary. That's terrible. Like, they've been playing solid this year, but last year it was bad. And I think we have to give him a lot of credit for turning that around. I mean, now the defense as a whole looks really good. And I know I was saying that they were overrated last week. They proved me wrong. I don't think that they're overrated anymore. I think the AB signing is a little bit overhyped. But as a whole, Tom Brady's playing really well. Should have mentioned him in Offensive Player of the Year. But I don't know. I don't think that'll win it. But I think that Antoine Winfield is now the center of that secondary. And I think that he's making the teammates around him, the other defensive backs in that backfield, play really well. So that would be my vote. And I think that he has made that Tampa Bay defense formidable, and now the weaknesses are very small. So that really changes that roster from being a team of the weakness to a Super Bowl contender. And I think that we have to give him a lot of credit for that.
Right now, it seems like, based on the odds, Chase Young is the favorite. Patrick Queen's right behind him. Antoine Winfield. No, he is. That by the odds, he is. And then Antoine Winfield's behind him. And then Kenneth Murray, who's been playing very solid for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Johnson, defensive back for the Chargers. Bears. Chicago, so let's sit there. Is there any other defensive back?
What happened to Snead?
Yeah, Snead. Yeah,
he had a good few games.
He was good for like a week, and
Fine,
then
good.
kind of just fell off.
Good question.
Chase Young is
I'm just
2.5.
having some
Chase Young is
trouble
2.5
with his-
sacks.
Divine good.
Chase Young is
2.5 sacks. Guess what?
sacks.
Patrick Queen has 2.
Oh, wow. That's 0.5 less, if I recall correctly, from my calculus honors class. You know,
I would
like,
say
if
I would put Patrick Queen over Chase Young.
I would
But
put,
I would put Antoine Winfield over both.
yeah, well, I
not
put
facts, not
the
facts, not
Cincinnati Bengals over the Steelers right now. Except, no, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Let's get into a fun award. I think that, we all watch football, and there are some teams that we like
Good
to
take.
watch more than
Good take.
others.
Good take.
And I think the team that we all like to watch the most is the Seattle Seahawks.
I
No.
think you're wrong. It's the
I think
Because-
you're wrong.
The
It's the
Seattle
Miami
Seahawks.
Dolphins.
It's not the Miami Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Look, the Seahawks, and every game, I think, after week 2, you were saying that the Seahawks-Patriots game was one of the best games that we've seen for a while. The Seahawks-Vikings game was one of the best games that we've seen for a while. The Seahawks-Cardinals game was one of the best games that we've seen in a while. I think the Seahawks just put on great games because Russell Wilson.
No,
the
but
only
that's
reason
the
Seahawks
opposite.
put up great games
Great
is because
offense,
their
terrible
defense
defense.
lets
Yeah,
anyone
I mean,
hang in the
it's a
game.
fun to watch award.
Yeah,
not
it's fun to
about-
watch. I
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
fun to watch.
It's the
Oh
Chiefs.
my god.
Chiefs, nah,
It's the
boring.
Chiefs.
I
I
don't want to
guess
see
think
a
it's
team get destroyed by 30 points every single game. I don't want to see that.
I think the most fun team to watch is the Jets, all right? Because I love making fun of football teams, and I think that you could implement some really fun drinking games. I don't drink, all right? That's illegal.
Like drinking water game.
But, all right, I think that adults who like to watch football can make some really fun drinking games and be like, oh, Sam Darnold gets sacked. Like, take a shot. Adam Gase throws his clipboard.
Oh, you know what a shot is?
Take 2 shots. What?
Nice save, Veggie. Nice save.
What is a shot? I don't know what that is. Like a gun? No, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Moving on to that stuff. Let's talk about comeback player of the year. This is a really boring award because I feel like there's no like really impressive comeback players. But I guess by default it has to go to Big Ben.
You've got 3. One is Cam Newton, and listener, if you're
give him
listening
like
to
the
our
go
podcast,
back. We don't
and
want
you think Cam Newton has a shot at comeback player of the year, then you shouldn't be listening to our podcast. I'm sorry. The other is Alex Smith, and he's Alex Smith. They're playing Kyle Allen in front of him. Like, I'm glad he's okay. I'm glad he didn't, get sick due to sepsis, whatever that is. But they're starting Kyle Allen over him, so it's default Big Ben, and that's horrible because Big Ben has been average.
You know what?
Well,
he's been doing his job. He's been doing good.
Game
manager? Is that his job?
He's getting the job done.
As quarterback.
He's getting the job done. But I just want to throw someone else in there. By the way, I think we've completely forgotten about him, and I've forgotten about him. No, shut up, gosh! Not everything is about Carson Wentz.
Oh, says you, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Are you sure?
Okay, no, real talk. Okay, real talk. Are you ready for this?
Richie Incognito.
No, you're ready. Rob Gronkowski.
No.
I think it.
Rob Gronkowski.
Listen. He's come back. He's played very solid for the Buccaneers. He has surpassed O.J. Howard, Cameron Brayton, whatever other tight end you want to think about. He's actually a very solid tight end there.
Yeah,
oh my gosh! Listen, he's a solid tight end. Okay, and say Big Ben's play declines over the next few weeks. Okay,
which it will.
We think it will. Okay.
When he has to face defenses like Cincinnati, it will, because apparently they're a powerhouse.
Like the Ravens, you mean?
Like the Ravens, right? Oh wait, yeah.
He's been playing well.
He has been playing well.
He's been playing average.
Like the past
he's gonna win the award. He is gonna win the award, 100%. I think behind him though, Alex Smith will probably be in the top 3, and Gronk has a shot at making to the top 3 too.
I don't see why.
Alex Smith played like 5 minutes.
It doesn't matter. The fact that he played.
If Zion can't win Rookie of the Year, Alex Smith can't win Comeback Player of the Year.
Exactly.
What?
Right?
No,
you have
no.
to take, sample size
completely different. No. That is completely different.
No, it's the same.
Completely different. Oh, wow. Pittsburgh's next 3 games, Dallas, Cincinnati.
They may never lose again.
They could easily.
They
could be 10-0. They could be 10-0. Yeah.
No. They keep talking about how Joey Burrow is going to slap around the Pittsburgh.
I really hope.
Listen,
after everything
that
I said,
you watch out.
I will absolutely not watch out.
Watch out for them.
I'm praying that
you guys seriously see this defense? They beat Lamar. They beat the Titans with Derrick Henry and Corey Davis, who's apparently a problem.
Corey Davis, the sleeper of the year.
They beat the Titans and the Ravens, but watch out for Joe Burrow. He's gonna roll into Pittsburgh and have him.
Go ahead, you keep on sleeping. And Bengals are coming off a bye week. They're gonna prep him. They're gonna get him ready.
I'd take the alternate spread of Pittsburgh -10. Yeah, wow. I would bet money on that.
That's crazy, but you're not allowed to bet, so that's
both sides of the Pittsburgh team are gonna eat.
Nope, not facts.
Facts.
Not factual statements. Not factual.
They've played better offenses than Cincinnati, and they have slapped them around.
Listen. It's called the trap game, okay?
It's called the what?
They're gonna be looking ahead.
Eagles fans, you guys think trap games are a thing because you almost lost to the Giants. Oh my god! But
we didn't though, did we?
Did we
though? We didn't.
Right now, until someone beats them, the Steelers are the team to beat in the NFL right now.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're undefeated. That's fine.
I think it's still the Chiefs.
They're
there.
the
Well,
team to
okay,
beat
I mean,
because they haven't
they're-
beaten teams yet.
They're the
Yeah.
best team in the NFL until someone beats them. That's
I
just
the
how that
Chiefs.
goes.
I
I
disagree.
think
I
the
say
Chiefs
the Chiefs are
I
number
wouldn't say
one.
that. Yeah.
I say the Chiefs are number one.
No. It's
Yes.
the Steelers right now.
No, it's the Chiefs. It's
Okay.
the
Defense
Chiefs.
wins
How come you bench?
championship.
How come you bench the Steelers defense in all three of your
That's
fantasy
you.
leagues
Why
today?
did you do that? Why
Fantasy
did you do that?
different though. Like I thought starting George Kittle was a respectable move, but lo and behold, he has 2 points right now. 2.4. Like Jermichael Hasty has more
Jermichael
points than
Hasty
him.
is scoring touchdowns right now and playing like an absolute madman. So
Hey,
Awesome.
Riley, what happened to starting Dalvin Cook?
Well, here's the thing. I want the viewers to know this, that the Trayball podcast is officially boycotting the ESPN fantasy football app. If it does not tell you that the player is going to play within the 30 minutes. Because,
he
I feel like
woke
they
up
should. I
At
feel like
2
they should.
p.m.
I feel like they should. I feel like they should. I feel like they should. I think it would be a smart business decision for them to do from now on.
What do you know about smart business decisions? You're in this podcast.
I founded a mini company called Juice Cube that is wild.
I was gonna say this right now. I was like, hey, didn't you like get that like milk juice that you made? I was like, isn't that a business move?
It was more juice flavored.
Okay.
But we don't have to get into that. In fact,
One more
I
thing.
think-
Wait. Can I?
Yeah.
One more thing. I just want to revoke something. We don't have to talk about Coach of the Year, but when we released our Coach of the Year things before the year started, does anyone remember who we put?
Mike
And
Kingsbury?
No. I would have put Kingsbury.
Yeah, you
but,
wanted to.
But we
Was
were
it
like,
Tom?
no, let's put Mike McCarthy.
I just looked
Let's
at
Oh my
put
God,
Mike
we put
McCarthy.
Mike
This is why.
And
we
guess
said
who
no,
wanted?
I
Wait, guess who wanted Mike
I didn't want
McCarthy, right? I'm
No, we
pretty
didn't.
sure Riley.
I'm pretty
And
sure it's
Andres.
Riley on Andres. I'm pretty sure
Wanted
Riley on
Mike
Andres like
McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. Let's go, Mike McCarthy.
Are you sure?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mike
No.
To be
Obviously,
fair,
Mike
to be fair,
McCarthy.
Benji, you did want Isaiah Simmons, so yeah,
That's
that didn't
fine.
exactly-
All right. Hey, he
that's-
beat the
yeah.
Seahawks. He beat the
Mike
Seahawks.
McCarthy?
He
He's
did beat the
snaps a
Seahawks.
game. All right. That's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Mm.
We put Mike McCarthy as coach of the year.
Mike McCarthy. Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. I don't know exactly.
Dude.
who
I
Coach of
also
year
thought
is
the
right now.
Cowboys were going to the Super Bowl. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
mean-
hey, they've still got a very good shot at the playoffs right now.
Who knew their defense was going to be so bad?
Yeah, maybe they can make a run.
Who knew the Cowboys would have a better shot at the playoffs?
Who knew
right now
drafting
than the
CeeDee
Patriots?
Lamb when you actually need when you actually have defensive needs is a bad idea. Could have just let
Lamb's
CeeDee
a
Lamb
good
fall to
wide
us.
receiver,
But
though.
nah. Don't matter. We have Jalen Rager. He's gonna be better than him, so it's okay.
All right. I think with that, we're going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed our predictions and our thoughts. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Trayblock Podcast and Twitter at Trayblock Sport. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel because it's awesome. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.